Missy.
And I'm Lisa.
And we're in Lake Wylie, South Carolina.
Yes.
We're both so surprised that the camera worked.
Every time. Every single time we're a little bit surprised.
We're like, oh, that's why all of our pictures at the beginning of videos are of us going,
So today we are doing a, what do we do? Sunnysideup.
Sunnysideup core flow.
Yes, we are. We need it, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And so we need it, we think you probably need it too. But we're actually going to focus a lot today on core and legs, but we're going to add a little bit of a nice warm-up before we get started. So let's just get to it.
All right.
Just like always, one take is all we do.
That's right. Here we go. This is real life.
Let's just do it. I'm just going to move this little cushion right out of the way.
Set it right here on the side.
Yeah, I should probably move it so I don't run into it later.
Let's
or want to sit down back on it. Yeah, oh, that's a good song.
Did you know that Olivia Newton-John grows dope?
Okay, fun fact.
Actually, it is a fun fact. She's fighting breast cancer for the 3rd time, and she's growing her own. It's CBD based to help with pain and inflammation. I just watched that on the news yesterday.
All right then. Well, we're going to start. Just come to a comfortable standing position. And whenever we do a core flow or we do our Sunnysideup class, using your natural breath, don't worry too much about an ujjayi breath or anything like that. Just try to find a breath that's comfortable for you. And if at any time you need to stop, get a drink of water or hot tea or coffee, definitely do that at any time that feels good for you. But we're just going to start with a little warm up. So just take an inhale, bring your arms up over your head. And then exhale, release them back down by your side. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, just rise all the way up. And then bring them back down. 1 more time. Inhale, rise up. And then exhale, bring them down. Separate your feet out hip-width distance apart. And maybe take a slight bend in your knees. We're going to reach the arms back up overhead. Drop your right arm down and then reach up with your left and take a nice side stretch. You can always bend the knees a little bit here just to get a little bit more stretch in the left side of your body. And then coming back to center, we're going to do that on the other side. Drop your left arm down. Take a nice big reach.
That's my stomach.
I heard that.
Did you hear that? I bet they heard it too.
And then coming back to center, we're going to do that a few more times alternating. So drop the arm, reach, come back to center, drop the arm, reach, just warming up the body, lift and stretch. Coming back to center and stretch. Coming back to center, bring your hands to your heart center just for a moment. Bring your legs out a little bit wider here. And as inhale, bring your arms back up over your head. And nice and slow, we're just going to roll. Bend the knees and roll your body all the way down. Let your head hang heavy here. And just let your head relax. Maybe rock it around a little bit. And then we're going to roll 1 vertebrae at a time all the way back up. Bringing the arms back up over your head. Stretch it out. And we're going to do that again. Just allow yourself to roll back down. When we get here, as you roll back up, bringing your palms to your thighs. We're just going to alternate the shoulders here, maybe starting with the left. Just get a nice shoulder stretch. Your pace, it doesn't matter. You can go faster if you're ready to move on, or you can go slower. I kind of feels good, so I'm going to hold it. But if you're ready to move to the other side, you can do that. And actually, throughout this Sunnysideup class, we're going to be doing a lot of that, where you can pick your own pace. We're going to be doing things more timed, so that if you want to move fast or slow, you can do that. From here, I'm going to have you keep your right palm on your thigh. Take your left arm, I call it stir the pot. So you're, again, working to open up the shoulder here. So you're just kind of stirring as if you had a big pot in front of you, just kind of working, opening up the shoulder. And then we're just going to switch to the other side, just opening up through the shoulder here. And bringing your palm back to your thigh, rolling all the way back up. We're just doing one last thing, taking a bind behind the back, getting a nice big stretch through the chest. Oh, that feels really good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, releasing. All right, toe heel your feet to touch. We're gonna start with 2 sun salutations. We are now really getting started.
Yes.
So this is it. Get ready. Let's get it on.
All right.
Inhale, mountain pose. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back to your high plank. Take a breath in. And exhale, lower all the way down to your mat. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. We're going to do that one more time. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, travel all the way up. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up, mountain pose. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back to your high plank. You can take this however you want. You can lower to your knees. You can lower halfway or all the way down to your mat. We meet in downward facing dog. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, travel all the way up. This time we're going to have a seat. We're going to get started here. So before I actually flip the timer, we're going to set us all up for success here. So lying down onto your backs. You're going to really press your lower back into the mat, keeping your head, neck, shoulders on the mat. Knees are bent, feet are planted onto the mat. So think about scooping the belly up and in, really pressing a lot into the mat here. We are going to start the first minute right now by just extending your left leg out long. So pressing here. Your pace though, you can do this fast or slow. We're starting now. We're just raising and lowering one leg. So keep your back head on the mat, nice and controlled. Really press the lower back. Both hips stay on, flat onto the mat here. So you can even go slower, hovering the foot on the mat here, so it barely touches, nice and slow. I'm watching the timer here because we're going to switch legs. Nice and slow. Here we go. Keep it going. Keep breathing. Maybe you hover it down there, holding it. Foot is flexed. And we switch. So plant the left leg down, extend the right leg long. Press your lower back into the mat. We lift. Again, your pace. You go fast or slow, but I find slower is harder. Holding it, maybe hovering. There you go. Nice and controlled. Yes. Sometimes that momentum, do you find, Missy, makes it a little easier?
Oh, yeah.
But if you go really slow, press your entire back onto the mat. Don't let anything lift up. Really focus on pulling your belly button to the back of your spine. Press everything into the mat. Even if you didn't even raise and lower your leg, this would be challenging. All right, we just had a few more seconds, and then we're going to lift both legs up. So we're lifting both legs up. Now think about how that felt before. If you want to keep everything on the mat, you can, or you can lift your shoulders and your head off the mat. Nice and controlled. Your pace. We're going to begin to alternate the legs, just keeping it nice and straight, nice and controlled. Flexing the feet, maybe lifting the shoulders off the mat, or you can keep everything glued to the mat. Really control this though. Think about scooping the belly up and in. Breathe. Try not to pull on your neck if your head is lifted. Keep breathing. I got the timer. Keep it going. Here we go. Not too much longer. You can do this. Well, technically, there's still a minute. So keep it going. You got this. Nice and controlled. You've got it. Keep breathing. Pull your belly button in. Scoop it, scoop it. This should be hard, even if you weren't alternating your legs. If your lower back is completely pressed, glued to the mat. You can do it. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Right, Missy?
Oh
You
yeah,
got
you
this.
can do it.
You can see the timer. We're almost there. Looks to me like 30 seconds. You
That's longer than 30 seconds.
No, it's not. We can do this. We got this. You can do this. Really pull, pull. You can do it. Keep breathing. Almost done. And hug your knees into your chest. Rock and roll yourself, the length of your mat, coming all the way up to standing. All right, we're going right into legs. So first we'll start inhale to mountain pose. Exhale, come down to a chair pose with your hands at your heart center. We're going to prayer tap twist to the right. So we're prayer tap twist and go. And we twist, sink down lower and twist. Yes, you got it. We keep twisting. Sink down, core is tight and twist. Yes, keep it up. Chest is lifted as we twist. I'm gonna check the time. I can see that. Yes, you got it. I should have had that higher up. I'm gonna do that. Keep going, Missy, so I can see this. Boom. There we go. Lift up, twist, and lift. Almost there. Here we go. And we're gonna rise all the way up, arms over your head. We're lifting our left elbow to right knee and twist. So the right leg becomes almost like a dead weight. Twist through your core. Here we go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Arms back over the head. Sink back down to your chair, and we twist to the other side. There we go. Sink low. And breathe. Chest stays up, core tight. Sink even lower. More weight into your heels. You can go slow though. You don't have to go fast. Your pace. We check the time. Yes, we go. Lift it up all the way overhead, and we twist for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Come to center. Inhale, mountain pose. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back to your high plank. Shift forward. Take your chaturanga options. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a big breath in here. And let it all out. Look to the top of your mat. Travel all the way up. So this counts as the first one. Halfway lift, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Let's take a back bend here. Rise all the way back up, and we forward fold. Halfway lift, and take yours. Maybe you come to your knees, maybe lower all the way down. And we'll flow through one more sun salutation. Look to the top, float or jump or walk, whatever gets you to the top of your mat. And we rise all the way up, mountain pose. And exhale, forward fold. We meet back, downward facing dog. You can always hold the high plank too. That's a great option.
Oh yeah.
All right. This time, look to the top of your mat, travel all the way up, and we get to have a seat again.
Yay!
I know, right? So we're doing core again. So this time, lie down on your back. We're moving into a figure 4 twist crunch. So as you lie down onto your backs, we'll start with taking your left leg, crossing it over your right thigh. So the foot that is flexed here, that's going to drop over to the right side of your body. Or, so you might have to adjust if your person doing your workout next to you might hit you. From here, we're going to do a crunch. So this is a small movement. We're just going to lift up and lower. Your pace. It doesn't move too fast because you're in this twist. So you're lifting straight up. So your body is twisted over to the right. You're just using that oblique and crunch here, so you're not gonna move a lot. You actually feel this in your inner thighs too, I think.
Oh yeah.
You really gotta squeeze through there to keep that foot planted on the mat. I've got the timer, I'm watching. I've got it, I've got us here. Breathe. All right, from here, take both your knees, keep that twist. We're gonna do V-ups. So you bring your left elbow center to meet your knees right here. Now, if you want a little bit more, you can straighten your legs and tap your toes in the center of the ceiling or the sky, or just tap your elbow to your knees. But breathe here, keep breathing as you twist. There you go. So your right elbow stays planted on the mat as your left elbow meets your knees in the center. You've got this. You can keep doing it. You don't have to go fast though. So slow it down. We've got a little bit more time, so maybe go slower. Keep breathing. We're almost done.
Sorry, I have a rib issue.
Almost done.
Almost done.
Here we go. I can see it counting down. Keep doing a crunch then maybe. Maybe just do a basic crunch. Okay, let's switch over to the other side. So take your right leg, cross it over your left in your figure 4. Drop your right foot down
I'm just
onto
gonna
the
go ahead
mat.
and show everybody my booty.
That's okay. So we're right here from that figure 4. We're just doing that small crunch. It's a small movement. Make sure you breathe. Make sure I can see the little line on the timer. Keep your gaze up and out. So don't let your chin kind of tuck in here because we don't want to pull on the neck. We're almost there. All right, so now we're going to take the knees together to touch and this little twist. Elbows staying out nice and wide. Left elbow stays on the mat. We bring our knees to tap to the center to our right elbow. So again, doesn't have to be fast. Use control here because we have this time. You've got a full minute here. So
And I will continue to do
you want to
crunches.
use your pace. Exactly. Missy is showing you, you don't have to stop. If this is hard for you to twist, you don't have to just stop. You continue on using good form. Again, if you want a little bit more, you can straighten the legs. Tap it out here, reaching all the way up. Keep it going. You can do this. You can do anything, right? If you really want it, you can do it. Keep breathing. Almost done. All right, grab your knees to your chest just for a moment, and we'll rock and roll the length of your mat, and we're going to come up all the way to actually here we're doing onto tabletop position. That's right, grab a drink of water anytime. So I'm just going to go a little sideways here. So we're going to start with the left leg. We're going to start with the left leg out long. Toe is pointing down. So in here, you don't want to rotate in or out. Keep the toe straight down onto the mat. We're going to begin by lifting the leg straight. So press evenly into both your hands. We're using the glute muscle here. So the toe taps and lifts. Again, it doesn't have to lift very high. You've got it. Breathe it out. Keep it going. I'm gonna have to use a different timer next time that beeps at me.
Yep.
Keep it going. You can do this. All right, from here, we're gonna bend the knee and we're gonna swing it down and lift. But keep that foot flexed. Whoopsie. Dropsies. Whoopsie. Keep the foot flexed, but keep lifting with that glute. from here, we're gonna hold it up. So keep it up and just pulse it up so we lift and squeeze. Keep it lifted. Yes. Here we go. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Just push the hips back for a moment. You can do this. All right, now we're switching sides. So extend the right leg out long, toe point straight down, lift it, and lower. We lift, lower. So straight up. So don't let the hip rotate out, Missy. There you go. It's not as big of a movement. We don't want to open up through the hips, so we're using just the glute there. It's not, otherwise we start letting some other muscles take over, maybe the different thigh muscles.
Right.
Just want to get that booty popping.
Woo!
Like Larry Paul and Magnum
And
Wood.
Magnum Wood.
They want to help with the busted booty.
The twerk prep.
That's right. So from here, we're going to bend the knee. And we're going to tap it down, lift it up. Here you go. Try to press evenly both your palms. Try not to let the weight go into one side or the other. It's easy to let more weight go into the opposite hand. Keep breathing. Hold the knee up. Let's pulse it out. Here we go. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's push it back just for a moment. And then we meet right back in downward facing dog. Let's pedal out the feet here just for a moment. Because even though we work the glutes, you still feel it in those hamstrings. All right. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. And exhale, travel all the way up. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up, mountain pose. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And we step back to our plank. However you want to get there, we meet back, downward facing dog. We'll flow through that one more time. Look to the top of your mat, travel all the way up. Missy seems so excited today. Let's rise up, mountain pose.
That's because I have sweat running into my eyeballs.
Oh, good. And forward fold. Halfway lift.
I'm concentrating on my stomach not gurgling.
That's okay. We don't mind stomach gurgling. It's okay. That's life. And downward facing dog. Now this next round is a combination one. We're combining these things together, core and legs. So shift your weight forward to a high plank. I'm going to get to our timer. We're going to be doing mountain climbers, stepping up to Malasana, and then doing squats. So I'm going to start it right now. We're going to do mountain climbers. Let's start now for mountain climbers. 8, 7, 6, 5, your pace. 4, 3, 2, 1. Step it up. Come into Malasana. Come up to your standing. Now we're just going to do some squats. Your pace though for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're stepping back again, right to that plank. So keep it going. Let's do it. I'll just tell you when to step up. Your pace. Keep it going. You can go slower or faster. Just a few more seconds. Wherever you're at, step it up all the way to the top of your mat. Malasana down, rise up, go for your squats. Got 2 more seconds here. Bring it all the way down. Step back to your plank. Let's come on mountain climbers. Two more seconds. And step it all the way up. Squat down. Lift up. Do your squats. Keep breathing. All right, 2 more seconds. Bring it all the way down. Step back to your plank. You can see the timer. We don't have much more time. Keep it here. We're just gonna keep it right here with the mountain climbers. Finishing it out. Just your pace. It doesn't have to be fast. Be nice and slow and controlled. You've got this. Keep it going. You can be slow, just one at a time. You can do it. And we meet back, downward facing dog. Take a big breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Look to the top of your mat. Travel all the way up. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, mountain pose. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And stepping back to your plank. We meet in downward facing dog. And we'll do that one more time. Looking all the way up, traveling to the top. Halfway lift, forward fold. Let's take a back bend once we get here to the top. And rising up, releasing down. Oh, that's okay. Let's meet that.
Isn't that where we're supposed to go?
Yep, I just did that little halfway lift.
Oh, I forgot the halfway lift.
That's okay.
Oopsie.
All right. Look to the top of your mat. Travel all the way up and have a seat. We're moving into side plank dips. So at this point, just pick whichever side you feel like doing first, because we're doing both sides.
Yep.
All right. So I'm just going to go right here. I'm going to use my forearm.
Me too.
I'm going to do a forearm. I'm going to flip the timer right now. So you lift the hips up, you hold, and then you just drop down and lift. Now, if this gets too much, you can just squeeze at the top and not drop down at all, and just hold at the top. And if at any time it gets too much, even a hand in front, if you use that to help you squeeze, you're still using the side obliques. It's okay.
Because I'm just going to hold side plank.
You can just hold that right here. I actually think on the forearm is harder. All right, so we just have a few more seconds. We're switching sides right now. So we're switching sides, because this side we're just doing for the 1 minute each side. So get to where you want here. Coming up, squeezing at the top. So again, you don't have to go fast. You can just do little pulses, or maybe you just hold here at the top, or you can drop it down, lift up, keep it going. And maybe you hold, again, having your little hands for support is okay. Keep it going, you can do this. All right, here we go, almost done. And releasing it all the way down. Great job. So coming right to a standing position, we're moving into a bowler's lunge. So take your right leg behind your left, like you're getting ready to do a curtsy, right? Like you're seeing the queen, except that we're just gonna stay right here. So we're just gonna do a little squat here and lift. I see the timer right there, so we're good. So you're squeezing a lot through the inner thighs. You feel the outer and inner here more than the glutes.
Right. You shouldn't be feeling this in your joints.
No, you really feel it.
You should feel it right here.
Yes, you really feel it out, but squeeze a lot in the inner thighs too. That will help. We're getting ready to change right now, so we're switching to the other leg. And we're curtsying to the other side. And squeeze down. Now I find this leg is not as strong, or it's a little more awkward on this side.
Mine's tighter.
Yes.
In that I can't rotate my hips as much as I can on the other side.
Yes, I'm the same way. Breathe it out. And you don't have to go deep. And you go slower. I know. You know what I just wanted to say there? That's what she said. We're almost done. And bring the legs back to center. Woo! All right, 2 sun salutations, and then we have 1 segment left to go.
Here we go.
Mountain pose. And forward fold. Halfway lift. Take it back. We meet. I'm just going to hold the high plank. We meet back. Downward facing dog. Look to the top of your mat. Travel all the way up. Halfway lift. And forward fold. Rise up, mountain pose. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And step back to your plank. You know, my upward facing dogs are challenging for me because I cut my toe on that shell.
Oh yeah.
So, all right. So we're down to the last two, Missy. We're gonna travel all the way up and we're gonna have a seat here. So we're gonna lie on our backs. We're finishing up with core and then legs. So we're gonna start lying down on our backs.
This way.
All right. So we're gonna bring the legs up the wall. Again, just like at the beginning of class, push your belly into the mat. Entire head, neck, and spine is really nice and flat on the mat. I'm gonna count us down nice and slow, and then we're gonna bring them up fast. So we're gonna lower down for 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it right back up. Lower down for 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it up. Keep it going. 2, 1. Right back up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I'm going to count it even slower this time for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it up. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the legs up the wall. Last little bit of core, we're climbing a rope. So bring your arms over your head and you're gonna reach up as if you actually had a rope you were climbing. So you don't have to climb the rope fast. You can climb it slow or fast, but you're climbing to get somewhere here. Think about something at the top of this rope that you want to get to. What is up there for you?
To air conditioning.
Missy's trying to get to air conditioning. I want to get to sun and
Do
beach.
you see how sweaty I am?
I'm sweaty. That's the point. Keep it going.
Whew.
Yes, you can. Just breathe. All right, we're almost there. This is it, Missy.
All right.
Here we go. Almost done.
Woo.
All right, hug your knees into your chest. Let's rock and roll all the way to standing. That last little bit of core work or leg work. Let's do it. This is it. Then we got to do a little stretching. So the last bit, let's get out really wide sumo squat or horse pose right here. This is it. We're not even timing it. So we're going to sink down low and we're going to hold it here. You can move if you want. We're just going to hold it nice and low. But breathe it out. We like to move and dance when we're in here. Rock it back. Rock it, dance, get goofy. Yeah. I don't know if you guys noticed that we wrote all over ourselves with henna.
Yes, we did.
Yes.
I can't wash it off.
Not well. Oh my God, this is burning. We're going to be here for 8,
Yep.
7,
Feeling
6,
it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's rise all the way up. Toe heel your feet together. And let's have a seat down on the mat. You earned it. So let's do a little stretching though.
Yay.
So bring one foot in towards your inner thigh, the other leg out long. Bring your arms up over your head and just take a nice seated forward fold stretch here.
And have some water.
Or hot tea, yes, I need some of that. Woo! It's so hot and refreshing. Okay, that feels good. Let's switch sides here. Yummy.
Ooh.
Yeah, I heard that.
That was my hip. Wipe all my sweat off.
Sweat is
On my
good.
leggings.
Sweat is good.
Oh, I don't mind.
Don't be afraid of sweat.
I don't mind the activity of it. I don't like it to just
Well, we
hang
need to
around.
bring you a towel next time
Yes.
to wipe it off.
Mhm.
I don't know why we didn't do that.
I never think about it till I get it in my eyeballs.
All right, so rising up, let's take the right leg over the left and take a nice gentle twist here, just nice and gentle, not pulling too much because we did so much twisting in our core work. And just take a counter stretch to the other side. And we'll switch legs. And then we'll go a counter stretch. Okay, and you know, of course, you can add on so many more stretches here. So we have a lot of our videos that have that. So I encourage you to add on more stretching. Definitely, I probably will a little bit later on. But I hope that was a good workout for everyone.
I hope so, because
Yeah.
it was a good workout for me.
It absolutely was. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much.
We have a lot of videos out right now. We did one specific for people who have upper arm limitations. We're going to be making a chair yoga video. So keep looking out for the new videos we have. Share them, like and subscribe to our channel. We appreciate you so, so much.
Thank you so much.
Namaste.
Namaste.